Hi, in this video I want to talk about scrying divination. Scrying is the act of divining messages from a surface that is usually, but not always, reflective. Candles and candlelight play a significant role in scrying divination. Candles have long been symbolic of a variety of things. They represent the human spirit, divine knowledge, and they are also thought to be a guide for ghosts who are traveling between worlds. So what is mirror scrying? Humans have always been fascinated with their reflection. In many cultures, mirrors are thought to be beacons of truth, showing people what they may or may not want to see about themselves. But it isn't just looking at ourselves in pools of water and other reflective surfaces has captivated us. It's the idea that secrets and messages can be delivered by them as well. Mirror scrying is the act of gazing into a mirror in order to see images or receive messages from the spirit world. Mirror folklore. Breaking a mirror causes 7 years of bad luck. Romans believed that mirrors were used by the gods in order to observe human souls, so breaking one was very disrespectful. They also believed that our bodies and lives renew themselves every 7 years. Spirits can manipulate or get stuck in mirrors. Covering mirrors in a home after someone has passed is a tradition in many cultures. The reason for that is that your appearance is not what is important and shouldn't be made a priority during this time. There is also a belief that mourning can attract malevolent spirits who can use mirrors to enter the world. Before moving on, please note that when mirror scrying, you shouldn't be intoxicated or under the influence in any way. Also, if you suffer from delusions or hallucinations, mirror scrying might not be for you. Mental health must be a priority over practicing divination. Like any other practice, mirror scrying takes patience and a lot of practice to develop the skills required to be able to see with our psyche. This practice requires for you to trust your intuition, and you might not get any messages right away, but you should keep practicing for at least a month before deciding that it's not for you. Things that you might see in a scrying mirror can vary person to person. You can see ghosts and spirits, objects, landscapes and other places, and shadow shapes. Objects and shapes are most common things seen in mirror scrying, and how they should be interpreted depends person to person. The same thing with dreams. For someone dreaming a black dog is a bad luck. For me, black dogs represent protection and they usually warn me of something in my dreams. It's hard for someone to interpret your dreams and messages like what you would see in your meditation or mirror scrying, because they are very personal, and so you kind of have to figure it out on your own. Choosing a mirror. Some people use whatever they have at hand, whether it be a mirror or other reflective surfaces, and others have a mirror solely for scrying. So if you have a mirror that was given to you by a friend or a close relative, it can be used in scrying to communicate with them. Black mirrors. Usually a polished obsidian is also a great choice. They are just very expensive, and you can also make one yourself. I saw Heartwitch making one, and I might make a video on how I follow her video to make my own. Some people will even use their phones when they are closed because the screen is reflective. Circular mirror. Circles represent unity and wholeness because they have no beginning and no end. They are a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. Rectangular mirrors. Rectangles represent stability and security. They are doors and passageways to the other side. Square mirrors. Squares represent equality and balance. They are a protective symbol, and each side can be a stand-in for one of the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Triangular mirrors. Triangles represent divinity and partnership. Because they have 3 sides, they are a symbol of trinities such as Maiden, Mother, and Crown in Witchcraft, as well as Father, Son, and Holy Ghost in Christianity. After you decide on what type of mirror you want to use, you might want to enhance it energetically. And there are many ways in which you can do that. You can charge or decorate it with crystals. Amethyst is said to enhance psychic activity. You can sprinkle rose water in the mirror. This brings love, comfort, and security. I would make an infusion of rose, chamomile, and mugwort. Chamomile is great at bringing peaceful and calm energy, and mugwort is really great for divination and enhancing psychic abilities. All these herbs are also great for protection. If you need a bit of courage, you can also add yarrow. Just keep in mind that herbs should be added with intention and charge. Otherwise, you might get different results because herbs have lots of correspondences. So when you want to practice, it's best if you do it in a dark room. You can start by setting up your mirror on a table or something. Place 2 candles on each side of the mirror, so one candle on the left side and another on the right side. As you light your candles, you can start focusing on the intention. While you are doing mirror scrying, it could be simply for curiosity to see what messages you can get. You might want to communicate with someone or have a question in mind. The messages can come from spirits or from your higher self. So if you just have a question, the answer will come from your higher self. I do believe that we are more than we are here in this lifetime, and I do believe in reincarnation as well as in souls. For me, we are more wise than we think we are. It's just that to experience this life, we had to start from zero. Otherwise, if we would already know everything, we won't make choices and experiences naturally. But we can access our higher self if you want to. You can cover your mirror when you are preparing your space and yourself so that you don't get distracted by it if you want to. When you are relaxed and ready, you can start by gazing into it. You can adjust the candle positions as well and be careful not to stay too close to the candle. I know it's not good for your eyes to look close at the candle flame. I know you are supposed to gaze into the mirror, not on the candle flame. I'm just saying that you can adjust the candles however you feel more comfortable. So start by getting relaxed. Your face should be illuminated by the candlelight. Try to relax your eyes, take deep breaths, and look at your face. Notice the way shadows and light dance across your skin. Now bring your attention to your eyes and focus on them for a few seconds before letting your gaze relax. You can ask the spirits or deities to give you a message now or any questions you might have. This is one way of doing it, but if you are like me and your own face seems creepy in the reflection in the dark, you might try positioning your mirror in a way so that it reflects the ceiling. So you shouldn't see any reflection in your mirror. This way you can have like a blank canvas for your messages to come through. There are many different ways to receive a message, and you don't usually see them with your eyes. You usually see them with your mind's eye. If you know about the clairs, then you know that we can also smell, hear, feel, or even taste. And know, which means you just know the answer. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, you just know it. So let's say you want to ask a question. Which herb should I use in my spell to bring happiness and peace in my home? You might hear the name of the herb, you might suddenly smell chamomile, for example, and so you know it's this one. You might see this flower in your mind's eye as well. If you ever feel any negative experiences, you can just stop scrying, but usually the messages you can receive is from yourself or spirits that you are working with. If you want, you can protect yourself and the mirror. Just keep in mind that with protections, if you don't specify that only spirits with negative intentions are not allowed in your space and things like that, if you don't want to completely block any interactions with other spirits. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Give it a like so that more people can see it. If you want to support this channel, you can check my Etsy shop that is linked in my description. If you have any questions or video ideas, let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more witchcraft content and see you in